How's it going, guys? We're back with the Open Road Obsession, and today we got a really cool, sexy, sleek car that you're gonna love to look at. This right here, the 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan Highline R-Line. That's right, Highline R-Line, because this is made to look like it's gonna go fast while keeping optimal fuel economy intact. So that said, guys, let's go check out this beast. Come on. All right, guys, so let's start at the exterior of this Tiguan here. So we got this key here, really nice, fancy Volkswagen key, very nice. At a glance over here, you can see really nice car. We hit the unlock button and bingo, your mirrors will unfold there, because with this Highline here, you have power folding mirrors, and it's just a really nice touch. Let's take a look at the front end, work our way around, and then we'll get into the interior and the power. That's right, because the power matters on this car. This thing, it just looks so sexy, so sleek, and that's why you go for this Highline. You want to have that style and you want to have that economy. So let's check it out. All right, guys, so we're here, we're looking at the Highline, and if you're in the States, that's going to be the equivalent to the SEL R-Line. So basically, this is the highest end Tiguan that you can get, and a few distinct features that you're going to find on this Highline R-Line, or the SEL R-Line, is this front fascia here. You got this front diffuser here, and you got this front little grille over here that just makes it look a lot more sleek and a lot more sexy, because here in the Open Road Obsession, we appreciate sexy cars. We don't want just a normal car. We want something that's going to stand out, right? Because you're a person of character, right? So over here, we got the front fascia, significant to the Highline. You got the chrome accents here, and what's really cool about these headlights is you got this chrome accent coming down the top of the headlight, and it follows its way all the way across the grille here, making this thing pop. You got the R badge here as well, because this is an R-Line. This is very important, Highline R-Line, very nice. You got the LED running lights here, and you have the LED halo lights in the middle there as well. Very nice, and it just looks an incredible front end. A great step up from the Comfort line. So that said, let's take a look around the side here. So around side here on these rims, Highline, 20-inch rims, if you couldn't already tell. These things are big, thumping, huge, and they look really nice with this black here matching the paint here. We pop up over here, you got the R badge, right? Because this isn't just a normal Tiguan, this is the R Tiguan. Very nice. Now this car here too, we obviously have keyless entry, right? So right now we're locked, right? But let's unlock it. Boom, our power folding mirrors are coming out, and it looks amazing. That is an amazing touch. That's how you know you're in the upper echelon of any car trim. So let's take a look around back. Oh yeah, really nice. As you would have expected over here with this Volkswagen, right? Very nice. You got these diffusers here, right? These big exhaust pipes coming through. Not so much. They just look like exhaust pipes, but they do a very good job at looking like exhaust pipes without being exhaust pipes. Similar to the Taos that we've seen earlier, the exhaust actually ends underneath the car, and this is just for the aesthetic, which is great, and that's fine. It looks really nice. You also have your rear parking sensors here, and it's just a really nice setup. And in the back here too, you have a button here that you can enter the Tiguan here, just under the G and the U here. But another method that you have here as well is you can actually just do the kick method, where you kick to the right and it will open up and reveal your cargo space there. Just go like this, make sure you got your key in the pocket, bingo, it opens up and you're ready to haul. All right, guys, let's take a glimpse at the beast here. This right here is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 184 horsepower and 221 pound-foot of torque, paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission with a Triptronic option here. This here produces 22 miles to the gallon in the city and 29 miles to the gallon in the highway. Now, let's check out the cockpit. All right, guys, let's check out this gauge cluster and this infotainment system here. So let's start it up. Put on the brake, push to start right over here. Bingo, she's on. Over here, you can see we have plenty of digital displays. Here in the middle here, you have an 8-inch infotainment screen here with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless, very nice. Over here in the gauge cluster, fully digital, you have a 10.25-inch display, very nice. Very stylish. Now, when you look throughout this car, you can tell it's simply modern is the easiest way to put it. It's very modern. Heated and cooled seats, Very, very nice touch. And the good thing is you don't actually have a toggle switch here for the climate control. You just take it and you just slide it, you know? You just slide it and it will change the temperature. And this is just how the buttons work here on the climate control. Same with your fan speed here in the middle. You go left, you go right to change the severity of the fan here. As we look on the steering wheel here, you'd obviously have your cruise control buttons over here, your different functionality buttons here to control your gauge cluster here. Flat bottom steering wheel here, very sporty. You have an R badge here to remind you that you're in the R, Highline R trim. Very, very nice. And everything else is placed as you would expect it. You have 10-way power seats here for the driver's side. You have a Fender premium audio, just like the Fender guitar. This is Fender. This is a very high-end audio system. Really, really nice. You also have this really nice plush leather interior here. This is the leather with perforation on it as well. You have your auto start stop here in the middle. Different parking alerts here if you want to turn off your parking sensors, stuff like that. You want to change your drive mode settings, it's going to be over here. You can just flip your little toggle around to change between, you know, snow options here, as well as your 2 different off-road options as well. Over here, you have 2 USB-Cs here. You got one in the back. You also have a 12 volts. Very handy, and plenty of room up here. Obviously, you have your hazard button over here, which is really vital. You get your parking brake on and release over here as well. Pretty essential. And then the only other thing is, as we look up here, you obviously have your panoramic roof options here as well. Just click it once over here to open it up and click it once to close it. Very nice. And you can also close the sunshade as well there's a little button over here and it says back and forward. We're going to click forward here so you can see the sunshade will actually come and cover it in. Really nice. Give you a nice kind of cocoon look, because you know, it's as much out in the open as you want to be a lot of the time. Sometimes you just want to bundle up and say, don't look at me, don't look at me, I don't want you to look at me. So that's just about that. And yeah, so it's all closed here. You got SOS. If you click SOS, the car will automatically call 911 and it will ping the location so they know where you are. That's a really handy feature, and it's really nice. You got your dome lights here as well. You can turn on your rear dome light by clicking this button here. Different things like that nature. Really, really nice. And yeah, you guys, it's a great, very intuitive interior here. All right, folks, we almost forgot to show you one of the most important parts of the car, all right? And that is the ambient lighting. That's right, ambient. So we're gonna go to the ambient lighting by getting over here. And you see menu here? You're gonna click it, right? Click it. And then go over here to vehicle. See vehicle? That one, click it, vehicle. Then you're gonna go over here to settings, okay? Settings. Oh, we have settings here. ESC, you know, tires, lights, parking, ambient lighting, okay? Yeah. Mirrors and wipers, yeah, you got automatic wipers here too for your rain sensing. Yeah, it's amazing. But anyway, ambient lighting. So in here, you can change the different lighting options. So the color depends on the driving mode selection. So as you change drive modes, it's going to change the lighting. But you can also change the lighting that matches with each drive mode. Because let's say you want to be racing, you want to be in sport mode, but red to you doesn't signify sport mode. Maybe it's green because eco sport, woo! So then you go in here, you click that, select one. So you go over here, you can select which one you want. Over here, okay, so we select over here, we can change the lighting underneath the bottom here around the brake pedal, or down in the passenger footwell there as well. Or you can change the lighting that's in the basically on the doors here and across the dashboard, stuff like that. That's by clicking this button over here. So that's fine there. You can just kind of slide that across there and it'll change the lighting and change how illuminated it is. So over here you see automatic. You want to have your own. You can hit manual. Then you can change your own color, right? So instead of just having it here, whatever, you click this button here. Now you can change between all of a different color spectrum. So you have many different options here. So you have yellow, you got your greens, you got your blues, you got pink, purple, and red, all these different things. So it's nice to know that you have this option. And let's just say you don't like red, you don't have to be stuck with it. You don't like green, you don't gotta be stuck with it. You have any options that make you most comfortable. That's pretty darn cool if you ask me. All right, let's check out the back seats, everybody. Man. All right, folks, we're in the back seat of the Tiguan Highline R-Line. That's right. And I gotta tell you, when I stepped back here and I took a seat, I was like, oh, finally, a back seat with some excessive space. Because what if you don't wanna be all sprawled up and just uptight like, you wanna be, You just want to be back here. You want to be comfortable. You want to have some drinks, right? Not the kind of drinks that you guys are thinking about. We want to have some chocolate milk or some protein shakes or some water maybe, or a G-Fit. And you got the space here for 2 drinks and a little bottle here, which I would imagine it's for like a baby bottle or something. Because if you got a car this size, you might have some babies, and if you do, it looks to me like you got a very nice cup holder here. And if you don't have a small one, boom, you got 2 big ones there. You also got space in the doors for what looks to be about 2 or 3 water bottles, you know, Kirkland size plastic water bottle. Yeah, amazing, really, really nice. You can also grab this here and just kind of pull it forward, pushing down a little button here on the right of the headrest here, and this will give you some access to the back here where you can put some skis in here, or some golf clubs or hockey sticks, whatever you have it. This thing has what you need to make you happy, because we gotta all be happy these days, eh? Let's close this up here. You got some space in the front seats here, you know, a pocket to put some little magazines or some sticks, you know? What if you want to find some sticks in the forest and you like it? Yeah, you got some sticks. Amazing. You also got heated seats here in the Highline R-Line trim here. Amazing. You got your USB-C, you got your 12 volt here. Another great little technology feature there. And overall, it's just really comfortable. You know, you got a little speaker over here. Very nice, nicely well-trimmed door here. It makes you realize you're in something of class, something of style, right? You got a nice view here of your panoramic roof. Yeah, it doesn't open all the way, but none of them do. But you got a nice big, you got some nice airflow over here from this nice big opening here, and it's amazing. So if you wanted to have a cocoon setting and you wanted to be all covered in and closed, and this covers in, you know, you put the cover on, you're gonna feel really nice at home, secure, and it's just gonna be really comfortable for you guys. So let's check out the cargo area, everybody. Let's check out the cargo area. Let's go, come on, woo! All right, guys, your favorite part, the rear end. And that's right, this is a fat one. Check that thing. So instead of pushing this button here, we're gonna be cool, and we're gonna use our little kick method. So to get this thing going, you're gonna have to do it like you're tripping someone, right? You're gonna go over here, do that, and watch it open. Just like magic. That's right, magic. So in here, we got the cargo space is 37.6 cubic feet of space. You got a little anchor point over here because you can get a cover that hooks in down there and then around here to cover your goods. Hold your goods hostage so no one can see inside. You can pull these here to put these seats down over here. You also have a little hook here to kind of strap some stuff down there as well. And as well as over here, you have a little hook here as well, a metal one that you can kind of strap some goods down. You got one on that side, and you also have one on this side as well. And to give you a little extra power, because you know, sometimes if you don't have enough power, you're getting tired, you just need some more power. Got another 12 volt back here, conveniently located right over here to the left side of the cargo area here. And underneath here, just lift this thing up here, you got your spare tire and you know, your jacking component, stuff like that. If you're stranded, great. So it's everything that you're gonna need. That said, close it up. Obviously there's a power tailgate. You can get it without power too, you know, if you don't want the power, but if you want it, this is how you use it. Click this button right here and walk away. That's right, we're past the years of closing these things manual, guys. This is 2024, baby. All right, let's check out the rest of the car. So, at what price do you gotta pay for this sleek, sexy car? Well, if you're here in Canada for the Trendline, you're gonna have to spend just over 37,000 bucks. And if you want this one right here in particular, it's just over $48,000. However, if you're in the States, you want a Trendline or you want the S model like you have in the States, it's gonna be $28,000, just over $28,000, depending on your specs, your freight, etc. All the way up to this trim right here, which you guys is the SEL R-Line, that is going to be just over $38,000 USD. So that said, guys, I am so happy to take you guys on a drive right now and experience this big, powerful monster. Let's take this thing on a drive, guys. Come on, hop in. All right, so we're on our onboard drive here on the Tiguan Highline R-Line. I am starting in eco mode here on our onboard drive. We have eco, we have normal, and we got sport mode. We also have custom mode. We're not gonna play with custom mode today. We're just gonna go with what it has. We got a really nice rear view camera that is really pretty and has a lot of different camera angles, which is amazing due to all of the sensors and the different camera positions around the car. Just in terms of drive mode, right now we're in eco mode. You're gonna see as you press the gas, it doesn't really respond too much. It's more of a gradual shift between gears, which is very common for most eco modes of all the cars, you know. If we want to save gas, then that's why you're going to have this. You're not going to have any, it's going to be economical. Now, if we want to click into our next mode, which is normal mode, we get a little bit more responsiveness. And you can tell with the steering with each of these settings is going to be relatively the same. Big difference is going to be the transmission shift speed. And if you want the most responsive, you want the most bang in between the gears, and you want the quickest acceleration, the highest RPM hang, then you're going to switch to that sport mode. So we're going to throw it in sport mode here. We click our drive mode selection, we click sport on the 8-inch screen. Instantly I can feel the transmission change how it shifts, and it starts to go. So it's really nice, and it's a good little fun little car to whip around in. I think you'd be really happy with it. We'll go over the different backup camera settings because there's quite a few, and I'm really impressed by the angles of this backup camera. Backup cameras have become very popular, but to have one that offers so many different angles is exciting. Very, very exciting. And we like exciting things because these days everyone has a lot of the same thing going on, and this is something that's really got Volkswagen keeping up with the times here. So you can tell this is a nice quality car with this camera setup. They have every angle covered, so you'll see that in a sec. Steering is extremely sharp. You know, you don't have any oversteer, no understeer. It's very smooth, very streamlined steering, very comfortable steering. And I gotta say, this is a fun car, even though it's a 2-liter turbocharged engine. Now when you switch between lanes, make sure you have that turning indicator on, because if you don't, the vehicle will try and steer you back in there. That lane keep assist will kick in, and that can be kind of uncomfortable sometimes. So if you're gonna turn, make sure you turn on the indicator before you even turn into that lane to make sure your lane keep doesn't kick in. Braking, very powerful. Obviously this is a new car, definitely not completely light, weighing just over 4,500 pounds, but we press our brakes here. Very good quality braking system. Here we go. One thing I'll say is I wish it wasn't so pixelated. That's kind of too bad, but we click over here. We got the rear view. We can click back here. We can click to the side here. It'll show us the side, kind of if you're going to be going up against the curb. You don't want to scratch your 20-inch wheels. Same with the right side as well. Click over there, you can see that. You can click on the back here. It'll just show you the back as well as your corners there as well. And we can go to the front here as well. That'll show you your front angles, both outsides as well as the middle. Really handy. Let's do a little acceleration in sport mode, and then we'll head on back. Obviously, we're not going to just do a launch control. This car isn't made for that, and it doesn't have launch control. But we're just going to take our foot off the brake and put it on the gas quick. Mode, sport, let's do it. So we're at 0 kilometers right now, and let's start the clock. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, it really does get you going. It's a decently powerful car. It's everything that you would need for city driving as well as highway driving. Now, if you're going to want to take someone over quickly on the highway, it's not going to have incredible instantaneous power as you would normally have in like a higher performance car, but that's not what this is about. This is an economical car, and for that, this is perfect. Especially if you buy this, you're trying to get the best yield on fuel economy numbers. Get that 22 miles to the gallon in the city and the 29 on the highway. So that said, I would say with that information, this is quite impressive. It's a nice little sporty drive, and overall it looks very sporty. Now when you're driving this car, if you do want some more responsiveness, you do want to have some more control over the gears, you can always throw it in Triptronic mode, which I know is quite skeptical for very many people. But if you're like me and your brain is not quite wired right and you just want to just have fun all the time, well, 99% of the time, then you can do this option. Throw the toggle over here to the right, and you're going to be able to go up and down. Up gear going up, and down gear going right over here, or going down. So you're going right here. We are in gear 5. We're going to go up. If we want to go to manual 6, you can see over here in the speedo screen, and so on. We just give it a light little tap up, and Bob is your uncle. Now, if you want to do some downshifts and engage some responsive gear shifting, give it a little downshift there, give it a little downshift again. So now we're in first, and then you can get more responsiveness. I will say this is definitely the most sporty way to drive this car, for sure. Now obviously this isn't going to be the way that you're going to drive this, but it's nice to know that you do have the option, so you need it. It also might put a smile on your face if you don't want to have an enthusiast car, but you want to have some fun as if you would if you did. It's also really nice how this gauge cluster is fully digital. It's just really cool to have, especially if you have your CarPlay synced here with your middle navigation screen. It's a really nice touch. Very nice. All right, so here we are in manual mode. Again, during our last little rip up the highway. This thing just rips. Really nice, powerful car. Crazy what you can get out of a 2-liter turbo these days. Quite impressive. We push until we break out. All right, guys, that's it for this video. That's it. You like this car? I know I like this car, and I'm sure you would too. So hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, if it was really informative. Subscribe to this channel because we would really, really appreciate it with a channel on our size, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hope to see you there. Peace.